Dear parents, thank you for your time watching this video. In this video, I'll try to explain what I will do to help your kids learn maths this year. So, I apply flipped learning approach. Well, the name suggests to flip homework and classwork because the idea behind this is that we work in the class, students seem to understand the content, but when they go home, they either get the same level of questions as homework or harder. So why not flip the homework and classwork? So students do classwork, which is in more general terms, the basic content at home, whereas they do homework which is equally hard or harder content together with their teachers. Right. So basically, this is called as the full flip. So you exactly flip basic content and harder content. And what happens is students work on the basic content using videos and other materials, and when they get the basic idea of the content, they come to school and then they work on harder questions, harder content, higher order skills, etc. Now I'd like to explain why I'm using flipped learning. Well, in a traditional setting, the teacher cannot reach every student. And besides, not every student can reach the teacher. So, in a class setting of even 20 students, it's really hard in a traditional setting that the teacher deals with all the students, give them feedback, monitor their progress, and so. Whereas students can be shy, they cannot ask questions all the time thinking that their friends will laugh at him or her. So, these two are really important issues in a traditional setting. And another problem is teachers cannot differentiate the content with traditional setting. Now, differentiation could be either in terms of time or content. So, fast-paced students have to wait for others to complete the task, so they get bored, whereas slow learners or who needs more time, right, students who need more time, cannot take their time because they have to pass to the next content. And also, not every student is ready to get the given content. So, differentiation is really important within this classroom setting. However, in traditional setting, it's really hard. Whereas, in flipped learning, the teacher can reach each and every student. And besides, each and every student can reach their teacher. So there's more one-on-one time which addresses both issues. And what happens is, when you have more one-on-one time with students, you build positive relationships. And this also helps students learn more efficiently. And differentiation is also easier with flipped setting because students can, their pacing, they can go fast, they can go slow, they can watch videos over and over again until they're confident with the content. Also, they can adjust the content itself to some extent. And although we have, some deadlines to follow, we can be as flexible as we can in terms of pacing especially. So, what is it exactly? What is it that we're going to do during this year? How will it work? Well, first of all, I will be either using in-class flipping or full flip. Right. In the in-class flipping, students will watch the videos during class time. whereas in full flip, they will watch it at home. I use in-class flipping with my students who are new to the approach, whereas if they have used in-class flipping the previous year, they switch to the full flip. But in either case, they use the videos to learn the basic content. Now, it's going to work like this. At the end of each video, we have a set of exercises. So, students will watch the videos, and then they will do the exercise on their books, and then they will go to online self-checks. They will submit their answers, and they will get instant feedback in terms of their answers being correct or incorrect. And there, my expectation is, if they have any incorrect answers, they have to go back to their work, check their answers, try to correct their mistakes if they can see it, and resubmit their answers so that they can reach 100%. Now, that's another thing in this class. We are aiming for 100%. We are aiming for. That is why it's very important for the students to use their time, because I don't let them move forward, move on, before mastering the current content. So in the in-class flip, the flow of the lesson mainly will be like, students will watch the video, they will do the online self-check, and they will call me, and if they get 100%, I will check their work and tell them to move on after giving descriptive feedback about their work. Or if it is less than 100%, we're going to discuss the mistakes. I will help them find their mistakes, and they will work on it, resubmit, and reach 100%. Then they will move on to the next video. We're going to do this most of the time, but one lesson per week, we're going to be in the class doing higher order activities. This could be any activity related to real life, which they will do in group work or peer work, or past paper IGCSE questions or A-level questions. So during class time, students will be either watching a video or doing the exercise set quietly. And in the meantime, I'll be walking around either to monitor their progress or answering their questions on one-on-one and making sure that they reach the full potential. They're going to access the content from my blog, visiting mrbeastcorner.wordpress.com. So this is not only a platform that I share the videos and other material with my students, and also I'm sharing my personal flip learning experience in my blog. You can find more detailed information about flip learning, about me, about what I'm doing, visiting my blog. Whereas in the full flip, which is actually the real flipping, students will do all these at home. So they will watch the videos at home, they will do the online self-check at home. Now, I will give them some means of communication in the evening so that they can ask questions if they really need to. But what's going to happen is, in class, the first thing we're going to do after settling up is their questions. So they will ask questions about the videos they watched, and I will be answering them. And if I see a common misunderstanding, I will do some micro-teaching with them. And then they're going to go with the main activities. And we're going to work on past paper questions, we're going to work on group activities, and so on, so that we can deepen their maths content knowledge. So, what is in it for me? Why am I doing flipped learning? Well, the first reason is relationships. Now, I always have good relationship with my students, but now, thanks to flipped learning, just because I have more one-on-one time with students, I build more positive relationships, more in-depth relationships, so my students feel, they can't fail me by not doing their work. So we have this positive bond between each other. That's one thing. And secondly, in relation with the first one, I can personalize their learning journey. Because I will have more one-on-one time, I will know each and every student of mine. I will know what they need. I will know their weaknesses and strengths, so I can adjust my approach to them, so I can help them personalize the learning. And the most important reason is that I can change their attitude towards maths from negative to positive. And believe me, even this is enough. Sir, I hated maths before, now I don't hate it. This is more than enough for them to succeed. And it is about building confidence, because they're going to see that they can do maths, and there's always someone with them to help them. So this is a positive, vicious circle, actually. They see they can do maths, they build their confidence. The more their confidence is, the better they perform. And last year especially, I've seen this with all my students, especially the ones that they're always called as low achievers. And I don't believe that. Some students may need more time understanding the content. They cannot be fast, and they're not supposed to be fast. So we have to give them this opportunity. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I've seen it help. I had students who couldn't see even 50% on their reports, and now, to the end of the year, they didn't like 70%, they didn't like 80%, because they knew they could do better. So this is a very fulfilling thing for me. That's what I can say. Well, if you have further questions, please don't hesitate to drop me an email or call the reception so that we can arrange a meeting and talk face-to-face about anything you'd like. Now, I know it's going to be a great year. We will learn a lot, we will accomplish a lot, and we will achieve a lot. Thank you for watching.